Hello students, welcome to the lecture on management in housekeeping, and after this lecture we will be able to learn the following objectives. Explain the definitions on housekeeping, understand the importance of housekeeping, describe the areas of housekeeping, understand about housekeeping department, explain the management principles, discuss the arguments for the universality concept, explain the effective management. Let's start with the concept of management in housekeeping. Every house, whether private or commercial, like offices, shops, hotels, hospital, clubs, etc., needs to be kept clean and tidy so that it looks inviting to all. This is where housekeeping comes in. Cleaning and maintenance services can be spotted very easily anywhere. The basic concept of housekeeping has started from keeping a domestic house clean and has gradually come to maintaining high standards of cleanliness and maintenance at commercial levels. Besides this, housekeeping should also contribute to the saving in costs of labor, cleaning, material and equipment, furnishing and the like in every type of establishment. But before we move into the actual working and detailed procedure of this interesting and probably the most important activity of our daily life, it is important to get introduced to the commercial concept of housekeeping, its role and importance, the various functions of housekeeping and the responsibilities of personnel involved in housekeeping services. Besides, it is also important to know the grooming standards of these personnel. Housekeeping in simple words means maintaining a house on a daily or long-term basis or looking after its cleanliness, tidiness, upkeep and smooth running. When we keep house clean and well maintained, we would also like to make it as beautiful as possible. Let us now discuss what is housekeeping. Housekeeping can have a hidden meaning implied in the word that is different for each person who hears it. For some people, housekeeping is perfect memory of their childhood home. Others view housekeeping as a lost art that the present generation does not appreciate. Still others consider it a throwback to when only women participated in the home arts. For many, housekeeping is a core. It means doing something we have to do when there is so much more we could rather do. What housekeeping really is so much more. Housekeeping refers to day-to-day cleanliness, tidiness and good order in all parts of the office. Good housekeeping provides a clean and pleasant working environment. It also helps prevent accidents in the workplace and aids the efficient operation of the office. Good housekeeping can usually be achieved by routine cleaning of the premises, proper storage of materials, periodic disposal of rubbish, regular maintenance of facilities and full staff cooperation. Cleaning. Keeping and caring for a home does involve some cleaning. Most home cleaning tasks are divided into one of three categories: maintaining cleaning, thorough cleaning and seasonal cleaning. To be successful at the cleaning part of housekeeping, it is essential to choose the right supplies and develop a schedule. Once we have these two down, the rest will fall right into place. Organizing. To really keep home in the best shape, some organizational strategies will be needed. To keep home organized, we will need to be aware of clutter control, storage issues, and filling needs. These three areas create the most organizational issues in a home. Organizing is a vital part of housekeeping because no matter how clean home is or how well decorated, a cluttered home seems poorly kept. Decorating. Decorating is a necessary component of housekeeping. Decorating allows personalizing home for us and family. Basic home repair. Occasionally, one of the components of housekeeping will include minor repairs to home. Whether we do this ourselves or supervise the accomplishment of work by someone else, maintaining home includes occasional repairs. Now moving on to the next topic, we will study the importance of housekeeping. Housekeeping is a department that deals essentially with cleanliness and all ancillary service attached to that. The standard plays an important role in the reputation of the hotels. One feels comfortable only in the environment which is clean and well ordered, so cleanliness is important for health, foremost also being well-being. Accommodation in hotels tend to be the largest part of the hotel. It is the most revenue-generating department. The housekeeping department takes care of all rooms, is often largest department in hotels. The rooms in hotels are offered as accommodation to travelers or guests as individual units of bedroom. Some interconnected rooms are also made which will be helpful to the guests and families. Many hotels offer suites to the guests. Hotels offer laundry, dry cleaning facilities for guest clothes, shoe polishing facilities also. Hotels aims to make environment comfortable and offer specialized service to the guests. Hotel offer guests the choice of specialty, restaurant, coffee shop. The bar also sells liquors which generate the revenue of the hotel. They are available in banqueting, meeting and private party facilities. Revenue can be generated from conferencing, meeting, seminar, etc. These days, shopping arcade also found in hotels. A health club is a part of facilities of most large hotels, especially resort hotels. This also includes swimming, pool and spa facilities. Hotels try to make the ambience as pleasant as possible by nice color scheme, attractive furnishing and a well-kept, efficient staff. Housekeeping is a department of determined to a large extent where the guests are happily during stay and in turn mankind they return to the hotel. Fine accommodation and service are provided to the guests so they are pleased with the hotel. The guest satisfaction is its primary object and the hygiene factor must always be present in the hotel. Let us now discuss the meaning of areas of housekeeping. We must have understood by now how important good housekeeping is to own house. Similarly, it is equally important for any other kind of establishment, be it a shop, a trading center, an office, a club, guest house, hospital, hotel, or a hostel. Every area in the establishment mentioned above needs to be kept clean and tidy and everything placed here as to be in a presentable and working condition. Thus, housekeeping is an essential and regular feature in all types of establishment. In commercial establishment, the housekeeping services are done by a team of specialized people according to different areas. Here is a detailed list of areas which need housekeeping. Rooms and corridors, ceiling and walls paint, wallpaper, fans, air conditioners, electrical switches and sockets, wiring, windows, doors, glass, panels, bed making, carpets, locks, keys, etc. Toilets, tap sinks, water closets, geysers, water supply, electrical sockets and switches, supply of towels, toilet papers, toiletries, soap, shampoo, etc. Linen, table napkin, tablecloth, towels, bed sheets, bed covers, blankets, garments of guests, staff uniforms, etc. Furniture and furnishing. Furniture, curtains, table lamps, tube lights, candelabras, bulbs, sofas, dining tables and chairs, etc. Gardens, plants, pots, lawn, grass, flowers, trees, bushes, hedges, etc. Public areas, staircase, corridors, lobby, conference or seminar room, waiting halls, recreation room, parking area, clubs, swimming pool, offices, common toilets, etc. Grooming of personnel involved in housekeeping. A well-groomed personality projects a good image and speaks well of hygiene and efficiency. As far as possible, personnel involved in housekeeping should be fresh, well-groomed and clean, not half asleep or unkempt in appearance while reporting on duty, have their hair neatly cut and tied properly, have nails neatly trimmed, dress in simple, clean and well-ironed clothes, avoid rings or other jewelry, use light makeup in case of women, use footwear that is light without heels and noiseless, be healthy and not suffer from any skin disease, colds, etc. Avoid bad habits such as nail biting, nose picking, leg shaking, sitting on work, table spitting, chewing pan, smoking, etc. Bathe daily. Housekeeping department. The main objective of the housekeeping department is to keep the hospital clean, safe and infection-free, yet maintain a pleasant and friendly atmosphere. The housekeeping department works closely with other departments in making the hospital a pleasant and safe place for the patient. As the patient enters the hospital, he comes through the reception hall and as the prescribed basic examination are carried out, the patient is taken to several areas in the hospital. At each of these places, the patient notices various aspects such as cleanliness and different accessories that are brought together to create a tasteful and pleasant atmosphere. Housekeepers not only need to pay attention to the basic cleanliness and hygiene, but also help in the efficient functioning of the various divisions such as the linen division, pest control, waste management, garden maintenance, electricity, water supply, carpentry, and food distribution. Objectives of the housekeeping department: to ensure a comfortable and infection-free environment for the patient, to create a pleasant and friendly atmosphere, to ensure that everything under their supervision is kept neat and clean, to train and supervise effectively those who are working with them, establish a good working relationship with all other departments, ensure that safety and security regulation are made known to all staff of the hospital. Skills required for effective housekeeping: in order to work effectively, one must know how to work efficiently. Delegation. Work should be delegated to the staff as per their capabilities. The staff should be supervised regularly and their work evaluated periodically. Work management. If several tasks need to be completed on a particular day, the tasks need to be prioritized so as to complete the tasks in order of their importance. Time management. In order to complete a given work in the stipulated time, the materials required for the tasks should be kept ready and at hand. People management. It is an art to work with others. A good and efficient housekeeper must develop good communication skills and a pleasant attitude. Budgeting. A well-run housekeeping department runs at minimum cost to the institution. Hence, the good housekeeping has to be good at planning and selecting equipment and supplies that are good quality and moderate in price. An eye for beauty. Creating a beautiful and pleasant ambience is one of the objectives of housekeeping. A housekeeper should therefore have a good artistic sense to be able to decorate the area appropriately. Management principle. Management has been defined as a science, though in an inexact science. It means managerial functions are based on certain principles. Principle is a fundamental truth which establishes cause and effect. Relationship of a function and theory is a systematic grouping of interrelated principles. The principles of management have a tremendous impact upon the practice of management in increasing the efficiency of the organization. The need and importance of management principles can be visualized as follows. To increase efficiency, the established principles of management provide manager guidelines as how they should work in different situations. These principles increase managerial efficiency. Today, a management graduate who has acquired the knowledge of management principles definitely puts better efficiency and effectiveness in the organization. Though there is a serious limitation of management principles, that is, these have to be modified according to situation, as these deal with human beings of diverse nature. These enable a manager to understand the different situation in a better way and save him from costly trial and error method. To crystallize the nature of management. Lack of understanding of management principle makes it difficult to analyze the management job and to define the exact scope of managerial functions. Thus, individuals cannot be trained effectively for managerial position. To carry on researches, if in any subject certain fundamental principles are developed, the scope and limitations defined, these becomes the basic for future researchers. In the absence of these principles, researches become difficult and future horizons of knowledge cannot be expanded. It is scarcely too much to say that the most important index of the state of maturity of science is the state of its systematic theory. This includes the character of the general conceptual scheme in use in the field, the kinds and degrees of logical integration of the different elements which make it up, and the ways in which it is actually used in empirical research. The recent emphasis on management researches has increased the quantum of knowledge in this field. To attain social objectives. Management itself is part of the society and it takes the inputs from the society and gives the output to the society. Thus, the standard of the society depends upon the quality of the management. If the management is efficient, the resources of the society are better utilized, thereby giving more satisfaction to the society and improving the quality of life of people. In this context, management principles play an important role. Thus, the understanding of management principle enables managers to take a more realistic view of organizational problems and their solution. Management deals with people in the organization, and the structure and behavior of the atom are far less complex from the structure and behavior of groups of people. to direct the human behavior for objective achievement, some principles are certainly required. Development of management principles would definitely have an impact on the cultural level of society by increasing efficiency in the use of human as well as material resources. However, managers, while using management principles in practice, should check their validity and applicability before use. For this reason, they should be aware of the fundamental nature of management principles. Nature of management principle. Management is a social science as well as an art. Thus, the principles are not expected to be thoroughly exact as is in the case with physical and natural sciences. The following basic nature of management principles should be kept in mind. Universality of principle. Henry Fayol has emphasized that management principles are universal. These can be applied in different organizations, business, government, hospital, military, etc. The basic task before every human organization is to get the desired result through integrated human efforts. Thus, the principle may be used with equal utility by the managers of different managerial levels. This shows the flexibility of a manager to handle different departments of an organization or the functions of different organizations. Some management thinkers, however, are against this universality. Dynamic nature of principles. Management principles are flexible in nature and change with the changes in the environment in which an organization exists. Many of the golden principles of management, which were thought to be very useful at one time, are being replaced by others because of changes in the society. Continuous researches are being carried on to establish principles in the changing society, and no principles can be regarded as a final truth. Nothing is permanent in the management. Universality of management. As the area of management has increasingly commanded worldwide interest and recognition, the question whether it is a science with universal application has concerned scholars and practitioners alike. The analyst of the problem will help management scholars and practitioners transfer management from one country to another if it is universal. If it is otherwise, there would be a limit on the transferability of the management from one place to another place. Arguments for the universality concept. Experts subscribing to this concept have forwarded the following arguments. Emphasis on management process. It is argued that hotel management is found in all organized activities. Management function in every phase of human activity, and its functions planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling are found in any enterprise belonging to any part of the world. In hotel manager, each must at one time or another carry out all the duties characteristic of manager. This is the principle of universality of managerial function. This implies that any principle or theory about a particular managerial function will apply to all managers, irrespective of their level in the hotel organization. Distinction between management, fundamentals and management techniques. It has been emphasized that management theory and principles should be differentiated from management technique and approaches because it is a specific technique which varies. Managerial approaches may differ from culture to culture and from department to department, but management fundamentals are universally applicable. Those who claim that management philosophy is not universal take management philosophy as attitudes of managers towards various elements of organization. Arguments against the universality concept. Many experts do not agree with the universality concept. Their arguments are based on the following lines. Objective of hotel enterprise. The objective of an enterprise determines the type of management. Drucker is of the opinion that the skills, the competence and the experience of management cannot as such be transferred and applied to the organization and running of other institutions. Differences in philosophies. Differences in philosophies of different hotel enterprises put a limit on the person being a good manager in all types of hotel enterprises. If the management fundamentals are having universal applicability, a manager should have the ability to predict the outcomes of managerial activity irrespective of its setting. Effective management. The basic objective of hotel management functions and technique is to make one an effective manager. The organization requires effective managers because these bear cost for employing them. Effectiveness and efficiency. Often confusion is created between two terms, effectiveness and efficiency, though both these terms have fairly clear meanings. The term efficiency is used in engineering way and it refers to the relationship between input and output. Now in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. Housekeeping in simple words means maintaining a house on a daily or long-term basis or looking after its cleanliness, tidiness, upkeep and smooth running. Housekeeping is a department that deals essentially with cleanliness and all ancillary service attached to that. The main objective of the housekeeping department is to keep the hospital clean, safe and infection-free, yet maintain a pleasant and friendly atmosphere. Nature can be analyzed in the context of it being an economic resource, a system of authority, a class or team. Understanding of management principle enables manager to take a more realistic view of organizational problems and their solution.